There's a patch of ocean, a vast expanse of water that has intrigued and baffled people for decades. It's a place where fact and fiction blur, where the line between reality and legend becomes increasingly difficult to discern. That has captured imaginations for generations, a place whispered about in hushed tones, a region shrouded in mystery and intrigue. The Bermuda Triangle. It's a name that conjures images of lost ships, vanished aircraft, and unexplained phenomena. It's not an official name, nor does any government recognize its borders. You won't find it marked on any official map or nautical chart. But its legend is mapped in our minds. It exists in the collective consciousness, fueled by countless stories and unanswered questions. This region stretches between Bermuda, a beautiful island paradise that belies the mysteries associated with its name. Florida, the Sunshine State, a vibrant hub of activity that marks the western point of this enigmatic zone, and Puerto Rico, forming a vast, invisible triangle across the Atlantic. Countless ships and planes, from massive cargo vessels to nimble private aircraft, cross it daily, most without incident, navigating these waters and skies without any unusual occurrences. Yet, some stories claim vessels and aircraft, seemingly at random, have vanished without a trace, leaving behind no wreckage, no debris, only unanswered questions and lingering fear. The area's reputation is one of deep mystery, a place where the ordinary rules don't seem to apply, earning it the nickname Devil's Triangle, a moniker that speaks to the perceived dangers and unexplained events within its boundaries. Tales abound of compasses spinning, needles whirling erratically, defying the laws of magnetism, radios failing, cutting off communication with the outside world, leaving vessels isolated and vulnerable, and disappearances in calm weather, under clear skies and tranquil seas, adding to the perplexing nature of these incidents. What feeds this legend? What keeps the stories alive and the mystery unsolved? The sheer number of alleged incidents and their seemingly unexplainable nature. The accumulation of unexplained disappearances and strange occurrences. Is this patch of ocean truly more dangerous than any other? Does it harbor some unique threat or hidden peril? Are there forces at work here we don't understand, or is it all myth, supernatural phenomena, or simply a confluence of natural events and human error? To find out, we must examine the stories, delve into the historical accounts and eyewitness testimonies, the science, explore the oceanographic conditions, the weather patterns, and the geological features of the region and the evidence. Scrutinize the available data, analyze the facts, and weigh the probabilities. Our quest to separate fact from fiction, to sift through the legends and uncover the truth in this famed stretch of water, to understand the reality behind the Bermuda Triangle. Is the Bermuda Triangle a place of paranormal danger, a gateway to another dimension, or a victim of its own notoriety? Or a captivating modern myth, a product of human imagination, fueled by fear and a desire for the unknown? Let's begin our exploration. Let's chart a course through the mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle's legend. It's a name that conjures images of unexplained disappearances, mysterious forces, and a region where the laws of nature seem to bend or even break. For decades, this area of the Atlantic has captured the imagination of the public, spawning countless theories and tales of the bizarre, is built on famous disappearances. These aren't just rumors or campfire stories. They are documented incidents involving ships, planes, and people who have seemingly vanished without a trace. One of the earliest, the USS Cyclops, a massive vessel, looms large in the Triangle's history. A massive Navy ship that vanished in 1918 during a time of war and uncertainty, adding to the mystery surrounding its fate. With over 300 crew and no distress call, the lack of any communication from the ship before its disappearance only deepened the enigma. What could have happened to so many experienced sailors and such a large vessel? Decades later, the USS Proteus, another naval vessel, met a similar fate, and USS Nereus disappeared along similar routes, seemingly swallowed by the sea, also without a trace. No wreckage, no survivors, just empty ocean where they once sailed. The absence of evidence only deepened the mystery, fueling speculation about what forces could be at play. In the air, the Star Tiger and Star Ariel, two passenger planes, vanished into thin air. Two British airliners vanished in 1948 and 1949, adding to the growing list of unexplained incidents, both after routine communications. The pilots reported no issues, the weather was clear, and then silence. No wreckage despite extensive searches. No survivors, offering no clues to what might have caused these planes to disappear. No clear cause, just empty skies and unanswered questions. The Carol A. Deering, a merchant schooner, adds another layer to the mystery. A schooner found abandoned in 1921, with its crew missing and the ship in disarray. And the KC-135 Stratotankers, 2 military aircraft, disappeared during a routine mission. 2 Air Force planes lost in 1963, seemingly vanishing from radar screens without warning. Added to the lore, solidifying the Bermuda Triangle's reputation as a place of inexplicable events. Each story became a puzzle piece, contributing to the larger, more complex picture of the Bermuda Triangle, fueling the idea that the triangle defies normal explanation, that something beyond our understanding is at work. These weren't just accidents, they were events shrouded in mystery and speculation. They became enigmas, captivating the public's imagination and inspiring countless theories. The lack of answers left room for wild speculation, from rogue waves and magnetic anomalies to extraterrestrial intervention and portals to other dimensions. Over time, these cases became the foundation of the Triangle's mythos, transforming it from a geographical location into a symbol of the unknown. But are they truly unexplainable? Are these events evidence of supernatural forces or something even stranger? Or have the facts been lost in the fog of legend? Has the passage of time and the retelling of these stories distorted the truth? These disappearances are the heart of the mystery, the core of the Bermuda Triangle's enduring appeal. They invite us to look closer, to examine the evidence, and to separate fact from fiction. And that's exactly what we'll do as we delve into the history, the theories, and the realities behind the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle, a name synonymous with mystery, disappearances, and unexplained phenomena. And no story is more central to the Bermuda Triangle legend, more deeply woven into its mystique, than the tale of Flight 19. It's a story that has captured the imagination of the world for decades. The date, December 5, 1945. A seemingly ordinary day that would soon become anything but. On that day, 5 Navy Grumman TBM Avenger torpedo bombers, a formidable sight in the sky, took off from Naval Air Station Fort Lauderdale, Florida, on what was intended to be a routine training mission. It was designated as Flight 19. 14 men, experienced pilots and trainees alike, filled the cockpits. The weather was clear, the skies were blue, and the planes were in perfect working order. Nothing seemed amiss as they embarked on their navigational exercise. The mission was expected to be straightforward, a simple over-water navigation flight. But hours into the flight, the routine nature of the mission began to unravel. Radio transmissions from the squadron grew increasingly confused and garbled, filled with static and uncertainty. The flight leader, Lieutenant Charles Carroll Taylor, a seasoned pilot with considerable flying experience, reported to ground control that both of his compasses weren't working correctly. He was disoriented, unsure of his location, and reported that he was lost somewhere over the Atlantic. Ground control, listening intently, quickly realized that Flight 19 was significantly off course, far from their intended location. But Lieutenant Taylor's confusion and disorientation began to spread like a virus throughout the entire squadron, further compounding the problem. The other pilots struggled to get their bearings. As precious fuel reserves dwindled with each passing minute, the final radio transmissions from Flight 19 grew increasingly desperate, filled with fear and a growing sense of hopelessness. The Navy, realizing the gravity of the situation, immediately launched a massive air and sea search and rescue operation, hoping against hope to locate the lost squadron. Tragically, the search effort took an even darker turn when one of the rescue planes, a PBM Mariner flying boat, also vanished without a trace while searching for Flight 19. Despite the extensive search efforts, no wreckage from any of the 6 missing aircraft, the 5 Avengers of Flight 19 and the Mariner rescue plane, was ever found. The ocean yielded no clues. The complete and utter disappearance of Flight 19, along with the loss of the rescue plane, cemented the Bermuda Triangle's already growing reputation as a place of mystery, danger, and unexplained events. How could so many planes carrying so many men simply vanish so completely, leaving behind no trace, no debris, nothing but unanswered questions? The official Navy report on the incident attributed the loss to causes unknown, a vague conclusion that only served to fuel further speculation and conspiracy theories. Was it simply a case of human error, a mistake made by the pilot that led the squadron astray? Or was it a failure of equipment, a malfunction of the compasses and other navigational instruments that led to their disorientation? Or was there something more sinister at play, some unknown and unexplained force or phenomenon that caused the planes to disappear? Flight 19 quickly became the ultimate piece of evidence, the smoking gun, for those who believe in the mysteries and dangers of the Bermuda Triangle, while simultaneously becoming a fascinating case study for skeptics and researchers seeking logical explanations for the disappearances. The details of the Flight 19 story are undeniably dramatic and captivating, but are they truly as inexplicable and mysterious as they seem at first glance? The truth, as is so often the case with these enduring mysteries, is far more nuanced and complicated than the legends would have us believe. When science can't explain, imagination takes over. The Bermuda Triangle's void was filled with wild theories, alien abductions, Atlantis energy crystals, and sea monsters lurking in the depths. Some claim the triangle is a portal or a place where physics breaks down. Others speak of electronic fog that swallows ships and planes. These myths, though unsupported by evidence, offer dramatic answers to the mystery. They tap into our primal fear of the unknown, but do they hold up to scrutiny? Science paints a different picture of the Bermuda Triangle. Statistically, it's no more dangerous than any other busy ocean region. The seafloor here is deep and rugged. Wreckage is hard to find. Methane gas eruptions could, in theory, sink ships, but there's no direct evidence. Most mysterious disappearances involve storms, mechanical failures, or human error. Many stories have been exaggerated or misreported over time. The real explanation? Ordinary, if tragic, accidents in a challenging environment. The mystery often fades when we look at the facts. The triangle sits in Hurricane Alley, where violent storms and rogue waves are common. Hurricanes can generate massive waves and winds, overwhelming ships and planes. The Gulf Stream's warm waters create sudden, severe weather. Rogue waves, once thought mythical, are now proven to exist and can sink even large vessels instantly. Many disappearances happen during documented storms or rough seas. Debris is quickly scattered by strong currents, making recovery difficult. The real danger here isn't supernatural. It's the power of nature. In such conditions, accidents are not just possible, but likely. The mystery is why we expect anything different. Malfunctioning compasses are a staple of triangle lore. The truth? The region's magnetic variation can confuse navigators, especially along the agonic line where magnetic and true north align. In the past, this led to navigational errors, not paranormal events. The agonic line has since shifted, and wild compass behavior is rare. Most spinning compass stories are exaggerations or misunderstandings. Flight 19's leader likely misread his instruments and got disoriented. Human error, not mysterious forces, explains most incidents. Navigational challenges are real but not supernatural. The legend persists, but the science is clear. When we compare myth to fact, the triangle's mystery unravels. Many famous cases have logical explanations: storms, mechanical failure, or navigational mistakes. The Carroll A. Deering likely lost its crew to a hurricane, not a supernatural force. The Star Tiger and Star Ariel were flying low and nearly out of fuel. The KC-135S collided mid-air, witnessed by others. Even Flight 19's leader was unfamiliar with the area and made fatal errors. The flying gas tank rescue plane was prone to explosions. Strip away the embellishments, and we find tragic but explainable events. The real story is one of human fallibility and nature's power. If the science is clear, why does the legend endure? Humans crave mystery and adventure. Stories give meaning to chaos. The triangle is a safe, distant enigma, kept alive by media and pop culture. It's a modern myth, a place where our imagination can roam. Despite evidence, we're drawn to the unknown. The Bermuda Triangle reflects our fascination with the wild, untamable ocean, and our love of a good story. In the end, the real mystery is why we want to believe.